Ladies, gentlemen, and our wrestling friends all around the world, it is my distinct and divine pleasure to say the three words that I have waited a really long time to say. WATCW is back. Welcome back for season 2 of your premier online virtual wrestling league. WATCW, of course, short for Watt Championship Wrestling. And there is no better time to check out WATCW than right now at the genesis of season 2, at the start of something very special, very new. I've been talking about it and working on it for months. The Fantasy Faction War. If you've been living under a rock and you don't know what that is, let me catch you up to speed because we're going to have a lot of fun together. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. The Fantasy Faction War. I have selected 6 special faction captains to command the season. They are going to look at our drafting list and they're going to pick 5 wrestlers from either the WWE 2K25 roster or the very special WATCW roster, created and curated by yours truly, the chairman, the OFB, the original final boss. No fakers, no pretenders. I was the first, and I am the only final boss, as it turns out as well. I've been hard at work at this, and I have got 6 great friends, great wrestling fans who have agreed to join me on the journey and put their factions together. Those wrestlers that they picked tonight at our first ever draft night will be competing throughout the season. Of course, to win matches, to win championships, rivalries, etc. All the things you love to see in pro wrestling. However, they'll also be wrestling for points. And the captain who makes it to the end of the season, that's all the way next year at the season finale, Really Mania 3, the captain with the most points at the end of that show will win the Fantasy Faction War. And all the losing captains, all the losers, maybe me too, but all the losers are going to pitch in and have to buy the winner a big, beautiful championship belt. High stakes, high prizes, and this is going to be so much fun. I've waited so long to get to this point, and I'm just so excited to have these guys on board. I was saying it earlier, and I'll say it right now publicly. They're going to be doing their drafts. They're going to get everybody that they want so badly and like so much. But me, I got my 6 first-round draft picks because I got everybody I wanted. The 6 first people I asked are the 6 I got, and this is going to be a collaboration and an experience unlike anything I've ever been a part of on this channel. So thank you so much in advance to them for joining us. Thank you to you for joining us tonight. And I cannot wait to finally get this thing started. Finally, season 2 of WATCW is upon us. It's been a long time coming. That's enough for me. Why don't you get acquainted with the captains who will be captaining, no pun intended, this season, controlling this season, and competing against each other. You're going to hear from them a lot in the next couple of months. So let's get the party started. Let's see, and bear with me. I've not done this StreamYard stuff in a really long time. So let's bring up the first captain tonight. I really can't think of a more sensible person to introduce first. Let's roll this music here. He is, I don't know if you can hear the music. I don't hear the music. Where is it? Hello? Here it comes. I hear it now. Volume was real low. He is one of the co-founders of Watt Real Entertainment. He is a former Really Trivia Showdown champion. He is a former WATCW World Heavyweight champion. He is a former WATCW Twitch champion. And he will be the captain of the Real Wrestlers. Put your hands together, baby. It's the master, Matt Thomas!
Hey! Of course, Taylor solos me real quick. Listen, I'm excited to be doing this again. I enjoyed watching WATCW. I remember when Taylor did it as like a one-off, and it's like, why don't you keep doing these? You keep doing numbers. And now we're here, what is it, 2-3 years later, Taylor's got this big faction fantasy war planned out, and I'm super excited to beat these fuckers' asses right here this season. I'm getting that special prize at the end, all me. So fuck all these people that I love. No, like actually all Malice, because I want that belt. So hey, let's go. I'm excited. Take me on, Taylor.
Fuck everybody you love, folks. Those were strong opening statements from the master Matt Thomas. But you know what? He's earned the right and the privilege to speak that way. His accolades do speak for themselves. And I got a feeling everybody else is going to have something to say about that too. Next up, you can't have one co-founder without another. Speaking of accolades, he is one half of arguably the greatest tag team in WATCW history, the Kids at Heart. He is the surprising and shocking leader of the Nasty World Order of Season 1 of WATCW. And he is a former two-time WATCW Tag Team Champion. Give it up for Hollywood, Nick Mulbach!
Going to unmute myself. Am I back? Am I?
You right there, buddy?
I don't know what's going on. I don't even care. This is big. Let me tell you. Of course, the ad break happened during my talk moment right there. It had to happen during Matt, so hopefully we actually got to see what he had to say. But let me tell you something right here. I have a WWE Championship right here. WWE has meant so much to so many wrestling fans, but I just want to do something very important before I start to show how important WATCW is. In the bin, WATCW is where it's at. Hollywood Nick Mulbach is here.
My, oh my. A chaotic entrance, but one that I think will be remembered forever, throwing the WWE Championship in the trash. Of course, this is its own league, but tread lightly. We may be seeing some talent from that one cross over into our own through the forbidden door. But that was very characteristic of Nick Mulbach. I love him. You have to love him. By God, you gotta love him. Speaking of people, you gotta love. Actually, who do we have next on the layout? I gotta make sure this is the correct order. Okay, I got it. That's no problem. Up next, he is the personality of WATCW, of Wat Real Entertainment, and of every goddamn room he enters. He is also one half of arguably the greatest tag team in WATCW history, the Kids at Heart. He is also the former two-time WATCW Tag Team Champion. And his name is Chris Anthony Lopez.
Yeah, here, let me do this intro, and then we'll talk after, okay? Sweet. Thank you. Hello! It's me. It's Lopez, Chris Anthony Lopez. I'm back, baby! We're so back here at WATCW. Just when you thought you got rid of the personality, I'm right here, babe. And you know, we're here with some really good folks, and I'm happy to be here with them. It's been a while since we've done one of these fun little gimmicks together, but I'm here to break some hearts in the process. Last time the personality was in WATCW, some nasty shit happened. And I refuse to have that happen again. The Heritage Heartbreakers are right here, ready to go with your boy. It's Creed, Chris Anthony Lopez. What's up, baby? I'm back. Let's run it. Let's run it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
His nickname precedes him. He is, in fact, the personality. He's got it in spades, and I'm so glad that he remembered to mention the name of his faction because I totally forgot to include that in people's introductions after Matt. So we're going to do it properly from here on out because I got 2 more to tell you about. Let me talk to you. Next up, oh man, I want to talk about accolades. First of all, he said he didn't want any music in the private chat, so I'm not going to give him any. He wants to come out here a cappella. He wants to come out here raw, baby. He wants to come out here whole hog and just give you a piece of his mind. But let me tell you about him just a little bit first, because this man is the first ever in WATCW history, the first WATCW Twitch champion. Okay. And he is a former WATCW World Heavyweight Champion. And he will be the leader, the captain of El Diablo de Patas. Give it up for Suge Knight. 3, 2, 3.
Look it, we're here. We're ready to draft. And I only got one thing to say.
Oh my god! It's an MMA fight here. Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Twist his dick! Oh my god! Oh, dick twist!
That's all I gotta say.
Wow. Truly the greatest entertainer of our time. Suge Knight 323. A man of few words, but the ones that really say it all. Twist his dick. Perhaps we'll know what to expect from his team this year when they get in the squared circle. Make sure to wear your jock straps, fellas. Well, I've got one more to tell you about. He may be last, but he certainly ain't least, baby, because let me tell you once again, this is a former WATCW Twitch champion, and he will be leading the Cenobites this season. Folks, give it up for the great Featured Films.
Oh, hey, how's it going? So, I'm back. I'm here. By the time that we were about to end, I had just lost my title in season 1. And then, all of a sudden, Taylor came out and said, no more. It's done. We're shutting the whole league down. We're boarding up the windows, closing the whole thing up. And I was heartbroken. Now, I'm back for revenge, for titles. That's what I'm here for.
Well said. And look, man, it's not my fault. They took the servers down for 2K22. What was I gonna do? So we got to get the most out of this game before they do the same thing to 2K25, baby. The best developer in the industry. Of course, there is one last captain who sadly will not be with us on the stream tonight. He may pop up in the chat, but don't worry, I'll be taking very good care of him and running his draft for him. I'll just tell you real quick. That's the Seaman Demon, baby, and his name is Connor Breedlove. Not with us here tonight, but we're thinking of him. We love him, and I can't wait to see what he and the Righteous Cowboys, yeehaw, stir up in WATCW this season. So I'll be helping him out with his draft tonight, but he may need to pipe up in the chat just in case somebody grabs one of his picks before he gets here. Shout out, of course, to the wonderful, the beautiful Tilly Todd's in the chat. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in, baby. Love you. Why don't we pull everybody in here then? Here we go. I'm going to get my overlay going. Oh, it's going on its own. As a matter of fact, we got Matt, and we got to get in the same order. We got to get Nick. Okay. And then we got to get.
By the way, no.
Oh, my.
Comments in the chat now.
No.
Beautiful. Fellas, thank you so much. What are you eating there, Matt?
Crunch berries.
What is
It looked like Tricks for a minute.
what a
That was
compelling
like the soggiest cereal. How long's that been sitting there? Like 6 weeks? Like, damn.
Portable.
I was all ready to cue this up and start talking. I just see Matt munching on something. If this ain't the most typical,
Real
like
munchers over there.
Typical Matt
No.
eating cereal ever. Yeah, see, okay.
and
He got, like, does he got tissues and lotion in the background there? What's that?
Hey,
Hold
yo. Real
yes.
Gooners, am I right?
You were correct. Feature films. First of all, thank you for tuning in. Great to see you in the chat, baby. That was a letterbox promo for Connor. I tried to think of like what would he want to promote the most, and I was like, got to be the letterbox.
Well, I mean, the other thing we can't promote, but yeah,
commenting on the stream with feature films.
Yeah, he could technically, but
no, he can't. No, he can't. It is a bannable.
All right. We're all here, fellas. Thank you again so much for joining me, my friends. It's so great to see you. Like I said, up at the very top, and that was no lie. I knew the first 6 people I wanted helping me run the show at WATCW this season, and that was every single one of you. Got a little sipping a little something there.
Nick's trying to. Chris is trying
it's just a seltzer. It's just a seltzer.
Oh, it's you. Give me some.
It's just seltzer. No worries. It's just a seltzer.
I thought Chris was trying to kiss Nick. Honestly,
I can. Hold on. I can. Oh, kiss Nick.
We don't know. We don't know what.
Nick, the other way.
We don't know what the relationship is like between the former kids at Heart these days. It looks like it's pretty good. I don't know.
Let's both
just kissing some homies.
There was a lot of tension, a lot of camaraderie in that first season. We don't know in kayfabe what the kids at Heart are like, but it seems like they're pretty amicable right now. They're pretty friendly. I don't know how that'll shout out to the XFL.
Sorry, I just realized he's wearing an XFL shirt. Is that what you've been hiding from us the whole time?
What third world country dumpster did you get that jersey from? Like, holy
is that a he hate me? Does it say he hate me on the back? Who's drafting he hate me tonight? Did he get added?
I don't want to reveal my board. I don't want to reveal my board.
He'd make more sense to get added than Jalen Brunson. I'm just saying. But look,
hey, I'm not going to leak my board.
Player, hate the game.
Look, we're all here, which means it's finally time to start the first ever draft. But how are we going to determine our drafting order? How are we going to get to that conclusion? We got to keep things fair. And the only way I can think to fairly do it is we got to have a little bit of a wrestling match. We're going to have a captain's free-for-all elimination wrestling match, which is going to be so fun because it gives everybody the opportunity to see what your characters look like in 2K25 for the first time, properly in action, in motion, fighting one another, elimination style. And you can probably fill in the blanks on this, but I'll still do it for you. The first person to get eliminated will be the last person to draft. The winner of that match will be the first person to draft. And of course, all the eliminations in between. And that is the order we'll go each round, each division. So you better do well in this match or you might miss out on some of the wrestlers you really want.
It doesn't matter. None of you bozos know the right order anyways.
Is it too late to do Snake?
Yeah. Look,
it's very too late.
I don't even know if these guys know how to count to 5 or 6. Like, what's going on?
Feature, we just met. Like right now.
How can
I don't know if you can count.
I'm doing it this way, Matt, because I tested it earlier. The audio was being super fucky. I don't know why. So
it's taped. Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh,
do you know the winner? Do you know
this
the
is
winner?
not a live viewer?
I just watched it like this.
Was this Saudi Arabia last night?
Here we go.
Oh,
let
shit,
me know if
taped.
Let me know if shit's
I've been sitting here talking to myself the whole time.
Can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
Nope.
I cannot.
No, we cannot hear.
Well, there's not much to hear, admittedly.
Matt, woo!
First off, that's a lie. That's not how Matt looks.
This guy has too much aura.
You don't hear anything at all?
No.
No.
You want to try it the other way real quick and see if it's going to work that
All right, fuck it. It's pre-recorded, but we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll just run it.
No, I'll try it the other way. I just want to last time I tried it this way.
Matt, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Now we can.
I hear you, brother.
Okay. I've been talking to myself this whole time.
Yeah.
That's
right?
Felt like I was back on spin for the reel.
Oh, shut
now
up.
we can hear it. Now we can hear it.
Shut up.
All right, we'll see how it goes because the audio was getting real weird when I did
Woo!
this. Does it sound weird as fuck?
Real.
No.
Real.
What's up, Pay the Bills?
Or it's just
You have
me?
to sing a song.
Making his way to the ring. From
All right.
Nick, what's Matt's intro music? How's it going?
You tell me how it goes. What do you think? You get to fill in the blanks because we can't get copyright strike from the rest of them.
Matt,
What's crazy
Thomas,
is the only thing that I heard was the pyro going off, so I thought there was music. But
No, they're very specific. They don't let you if you record anything in these games. It doesn't even give you a choice. It just mutes all the music. which it's probably to my advantage, but I find it pretty annoying still.
First off, Matt does not have an ass like that. Like, let's be real.
I really don't.
I mean,
Like,
You want me to go
and
in
he
there tonight?
would have fell. Hold up, he would have fell off those ropes 2 seconds of climbing up of it. So this, we can tell this is fake.
Don't confuse me with you, sir.
I can reduce those ass
My
polygons
character
later
actually
if you
does.
want.
Yeah, can you take them cheeks off? That's not.
Yeah,
That's
I
too
get
much
an
cake.
ass slider, and I'll pull it down.
Thank you.
The
Too much cake.
Ass slider.
This is a
It's gonna
creation
take down
suite.
2 overall though, so we gotta be strategic.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing Chris's cakes because that's a man with
That's-
cakes.
Oh, I better have ass.
Yeah.
I
He gets it
better
from the best of both worlds, the Latino
man,
side
are we
and the
gonna-
black side.
Oh, look who's here!
everyone in chat, make sure you
We got him.
rank the cakes. Okay, rank the cakes.
Oh, rank. That's the real draft order. is
Congratulations.
Biggest
You're
ass
number
to
one.
no ass.
Well, but see, then it would be a last place between Connor and Matt. So
Oh, don't do Connie like that.
I've seen Connor's
Okay.
cakes; they're not that big.
We do
Let's
got the
do,
righteous cowboy in the chat,
look,
which is fantastic. Thank you for watching. buddy.
Not all
Who's this?
cakes can be big. They can be good though. I mean, cupcakes are delicious. You know?
Look
They're
yeah.
small.
Look at them. Look at the fit.
Nick Mulbach, he's the leader of the
Wow.
Celestial Sirens. I didn't call it out earlier. Celestial
not.
Sirens.
It's all right. They're gonna go last anyway. You'll call it out later.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at that. That is a hell of a color scheme. I love it.
Thank you.
I love that people got colorful with this.
Yo, protect
Like,
the dolls.
You got like the color scheme of like that 90s like you know
the cup.
cup or whatever. Yeah, like
Oh, look who else is in the chat! Queen Pix!
oh
Pixie Boo announced
Pixie.
today as a member of the WATCW roster. She is for real, and she
Yep.
might be on one of these teams. We'll see if she gets drafted
recently
tonight.
added.
Same is true for Dilly Tods, of course, one half of the Todzeract. He is a mainstay. He is a pillar of WATCW.
Todd's
so
erect.
he's on the list too.
Todzeract. Yep.
Hell yeah, it is, baby.
The biggest question is,
Why
does
is he armed?
Todzeract get broken up tonight?
That's very true.
Ooh.
If Dilly Tods or Metarat got drafted to a team and the other one didn't, they would not be able to tag team together this season. That would
I
be
mean,
an
they go
insane
backstage.
shakeup.
They tag team backstage.
Unless of a trade, correct?
Yes, trades are a possibility this season, but they all have to get approved by me. Now, here's a man who doesn't need approval to do anything.
I think this might be the most accurate one so far.
It really, yeah.
Honestly,
This
the
is
only
my
thing that's missing.
masterwork.
Actually,
That
I
is
think
the most
there's too
accurate.
much like shirt. Like it's not topless enough.
Oh, it'll come off.
Okay.
this is entrance
Well,
attire.
it better for Connor. Like it better come off.
And you know what? He is a sexy boy. Because I know the answer.
You did make the correct guess that Shawn Michaels music is playing in the game right now.
Oh
Yeah, I
there it
do-
is. There it is. There's the yep.
It's between me and AJ Styles and Khali for me.
When I
Oh
finished
yeah, the
Connors,
flex.
when I
Yup.
finished Connors, I rolled my chair back and just went, "God damn it, you did it!" Like I was in disbelief.
It's
I
like
really
when
thought-
God made man for the first time.
Yeah.
You're like,
I think I
fucking
could tell
did it,
mine
dude.
was The Rock's entrance music.
Yes.
Yes, correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Because you gave the eyebrow.
And
Oh, you
I
hit
saw
Matt
that.
with the eyebrow?
He did do the eyebrow.
The
It
only
was
thing
kind
is
of
like,
concealed
could
by
you
the
give
belt.
him like Stone Cold's like ending where like he gets the beers thrown to him? Because I feel like that's a common.
That is
move.
very.
What we got now? There he is.
Whoa!
Shirtless.
Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
he
Nailed
Holy
it.
shit! It's the tattoos.
I know. I couldn't believe how well it put together. You can already
That's
see the preview
unreal.
That's
there.
unbelievable. That's one handsome boy right there.
Now,
This is
Featured
the
and I
video
were
roll
in
back, but
Absolutely.
not, and I love it.
Featured and I were in collaboration on this outfit. I love how crazy this one came out.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Boom.
3D
Yeah.
glasses.
3D glasses.
Yeah.
That's a good touch.
Whoa.
Stand up,
Right.
Is that Kenny
Yeah.
Omega's entrance?
Yeah.
You
Like
gave him the cleaner?
Nick is too good at this.
Well, first off, why are you wearing a collar? That's my question.
You're gonna
Oh my
find
God,
out.
Joker
I mean,
on?
have you not seen Hellraiser? Like, come on.
Well, also,
Oh,
Kenny Omega
right.
is an AEW star, so that's why I'm still trying to figure this one out.
Yeah, we were going for like a sort of a
Damn, Gun!
movie director
Yeah.
meets Hellraiser bondage thing. It was very unique when we came together for this.
This is
Yeah,
unreal.
because I wanted to be.
I would buy
you know,
that.
Like,
that
I was like
Hellraiser
cinema, Cenobite, Hellraiser. Let's go Hellraiser-esque, but
There you
Hey,
go.
Whoa.
yeah.
Looks like a Dom. Is that
Oh
your
my.
boy?
Oh
Is that
my!
your boy? Wake
Look
up!
at this!
Oh.
Everybody wake up! Let's run! Yeah.
Come, are those the yeet glasses? Like, what's going on?
Yes.
Is that ye?
Let's
You look like,
fucking run it.
Why does Chris
Loaded.
look like
Oh, it's
Tyrese
cool.
Halliburton?
Because I am.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Somebody call the Haliban.
Chris, it's Anthony Bowens, and I respect that.
Just this is Tyrese with
I
two
have the
good
pride
legs.
of
That's all.
watching
It's Tyrese with
I
two
love
good
it.
legs.
No. Like,
I think maybe the Heritage Heartbreakers logo is my favorite one. That one came together so crisp, in my opinion.
Hell
I
yeah.
was proud of
gosh,
that.
I know who this is. I just don't know why.
There's a he just showed up in TNA, I believe, that animation.
Oh God.
If you can remember.
ooh, look at them abs. You can wash a shirt on them things.
Look at that ass.
And I can
Nice.
attest.
Oh my!
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
That's-
Wow.
That's him right there.
He's not even gonna make it to the ring before Ice gets him. Holy shit.
Right?
No,
Right?
not ice.
Somebody call ICE. Somebody call
Yeah.
the bounty hunters.
Uh-oh.
Pixie out here with the Bret Hart
Okay, it's
call out.
Hell
Pixie
yeah.
knows ball. Pixie knows ball.
Dixie
Oh
knows
yeah,
it.
always
Pixie
knows
loves
ball.
wrestling. That's what she was excited when you had.
Wait,
that.
was it Adam Cole?
No, it was Cedric Alexander.
Nice.
Yeah, I was never gonna get that one.
Nice. His entrance music was hard too.
Well, it's the boom was what I was thinking of.
I can see that. Cedric Alexander not even in this game, but I found that
Shug,
animation.
and Taylor made you look fucking insane.
Actually, I think
Oh
Cedric
my
Alexander is in this game. I don't know. We'll see.
He, like,
He was on the
Bubba
roster.
Dudley.
Oh yeah.
I really would have went with D'Lo Brown entrance, but that's just me.
I don't know if they got a D'Lo animation in this.
Is he on the roster?
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Here we
Ring the
go.
Okay.
damn bell.
Oh. Oh.
Get Get his ass out of there.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah.
No. Already?
It's not a battle royal. It's not a battle royal.
Oh, it's not a battle royal.
Okay. So is it elimination by pin and submission only?
Yeah, let me break it down for you. So it is.
Okay, Chris is about to have a heart attack. Chris is about to have a heart attack.
We got the
Chris
Slim
is
Jim
gonna-
table.
Nick just
Turned on the
flew out of
volume on the
nowhere.
game,
Nick,
Taylor.
we just won an award together. Like, how are you gonna do this to me?
I
If you
see-
can, yeah.
I'll just mute it because or maybe I'll turn it down just a little bit. I can't even hear the volume on the game. That's what the weird thing. That's why I
that's
wasn't doing it this way.
Oh yeah, no, we
Whoa,
we
whoa,
hear
not
it.
a
Oh.
boy.
Okay, is that good now?
I hate this.
Yeah.
Why is everyone picking on me?
All right, so let me break down.
You
the
know
rules
why,
for y'all.
Chris. You know why.
Let me break down the rules. So
Some
yeah,
pixie lore in the
it's
chat,
elimination
okay.
style. It's pinfall or submissions. They have to take place in the ring, and it's no DQ. So it's not a battle royal, but there will have to be pinfalls and submissions to eliminate team captains here tonight.
Is Connor going for the
saw that,
table?
Chris.
Oh shit.
Everybody wants it. Connor's busted open already. Ow, suplex on the table.
Connor would totally be the first one to start bleeding if we were actually doing it.
He busted himself
He-
up.
he actually-
man
he
would
just cuts
he'd
himself
gig himself
open,
like
yeah.
crazy.
This is wrestling, brother.
He's hyping himself up.
Before the match even
Oh
starts.
my God!
Chris is just throwing tables
going
at
for the
people.
pin.
Oh, I
Pin
am
and Nick.
messing
Nick's
Matt
out.
up outside.
Shit. I don't want to be last. I just don't want to be last.
And I wondered,
Oh.
I had speculated earlier what the relationship was like between the former kids at Heart, and you could see no love lost in that ring. Double team on Nick on the
Oh my God.
Sugar
We killed
Connor just
Nick.
busted him open on the outside. This is so brutal.
The more
because
time
there's
that I
so much
just
on
sit
the
out
line.
there doing nothing, the better chance I have of getting sick.
That's right. Yeah, you want to pull the gimmick. You want to go take a nap on the outside.
Boom.
I wouldn't do that, but Hollywood Nick will.
I'm sorry about this, Connor.
Sorry, Chris.
What?
Matt
Come
taking
on.
it to Chris in the corner here.
Did you see
And
my
I-
guy was just looking at you too?
Yeah,
Right.
French
Ooh,
jump
backdrop.
French-
Whoa.
French-
Leg
boom.
sweep.
I think Connor comes in and starts beating on. Oh, I just.
I thought that was
Connor-
Mr.
Chris,
Iguana
Chris.
that jumped in the ring.
Chris, why are you going after me for? What's wrong with you?
And
What was
I'm
that,
like,
Chris?
"Where's all my
Why was
moves?
Mr.
What the
Iguana
fuck?
not added just straight to the DLC?
Oh,
Apparently, he's the greatest thing ever.
Mr. Iguana's right here. Shug's cosplaying as him.
Man, I know if Mr. Iguana was on the roster, he'd be on everybody's list tonight. There's no
Oh,
question about that.
First overall. First overall.
Wait, Connor going for elimination. I think off the Blue Thunder bomb.
Ooh.
Should kicked out at 1. Gonna take more than that.
Threw me into the chair or into this.
What's it got for Connor? Stalling. Gets out of it.
Oh,
Oh my.
oh, Connor. Yup.
What's Chris got for Matt?
Oh, idiot destroyer.
A destroyer hooks the leg. First elimination. No.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have some black on black crime there.
Out at
This
1
is
off
like-
the destroyer.
We're like AEW wrestling out here. We're busting up
Exactly.
all the
That's what I was
moves.
thinking. Bunch of indie marks. What's Connor got? Running to the corner. Cross body to Chris.
Connie, don't do it to me, Con.
Oh.
I'll tell you about feature.
Oh, no.
You're fine. It has to happen in the ring. You're just recovering.
Oh!
What is he doing,
Where's
Chris?
Chris going? Where's Chris going up top? Oh no, but wait, Matt's locking in the sharpshooter to feature.
What the hell?
Get
Get the
ring,
camera
man.
off
Come on.
this.
It's got to be in the ring though. If feature taps out here, it's not going to count, and he does sneak his way. Ah! Just doing it there. Standing.
Connor and I are the main characters
Moonsault.
right now. Oh,
Oh, straight missed it.
We get all
Got
of
some
them.
know what the
Watt on
fuck-
Watt crime over there.
some what crap. Connie, middle of the ring.
Uh-oh, elimination. No. A lot of kickouts here, and it is worth mentioning all of your stats are complete
Cholo
100.
says Cholo.
Uh-oh, he's
so we're
gearing
going
up.
in.
We don't see him.
The
Here he
three
goes.
amigos.
Number
That's
2.
crazy.
And
Connor is
3.
taking all the work right now.
No.
Oh, god damn it, Chris.
Oh.
What did I do to you?
Oh.
My face. Ow.
No eliminations yet.
What's this, Chris?
Oh! Bridge suplex to Connor. 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
My hole! My hole!
What? How'd I get swept up in this? What's going on?
It is pure pandemonium right now in Cleveland, Ohio at the Watt Amphitheater, brother.
The Watt.
Oh, what? The double team.
Where's the Watt Amphitheater in Cleveland? Is it on the lake?
It's down in the flats. It's a real dead zone. It's really the only thing to do there.
It definitely would be in the.
Holy shit, Shug!
Big Hurricane hooks
Oh, there
the
we
leg.
go. Come on.
No,
No.
Oh.
Not on my watch. Get out
Still
of there,
need to
Chris.
see that
Get out of
big
there.
finishing
Get out of
move.
there.
Wait, 3-2-3 DDD. That's a double underhook from Shug. Hooks the leg on Connor. Is that enough?
Oh.
2.
Featured, I didn't see
Ah.
it right there. I thought I ran into the stairs just by myself, but it was you who threw me in the Thank God.
Yep.
Where's he going?
Shug?
What's he
Oh.
got? Big
Whoa.
splash.
There we go.
Oh, wait. 1, 2.
Okay, so either
Let's go. Let's go.
Breedlove has been eliminated.
I
and
just
will
would
be
like
the
to
last.
acknowledge that
First to
Matt,
bleed. First
either
to-
Matt threw me
just
into the ring,
get
or
pinned.
I went into the ring and took whatever move Shug did there.
Connor
Yo,
Hits me
limping
right
to
in
the
the head
back.
as I got in there.
He'll have to
Damn, Con.
prepare his notes in the back because he
Damn.
unfortunately will be the last to draft tonight.
Khan was catching everybody's moves.
Shug beat his ass.
I thought Shug was going back and forth there.
Come on, feature.
Oh,
yeah.
super
Get
kick.
Oh,
fucked.
super
no,
kick.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Busted
No.
him open.
Come on.
No.
Yeah,
Hey,
fuck
whoa.
you.
No, that was some shady shit from the ref right there. He took way too long to start calling that.
Little slow
Yeah.
What
count.
are we doing, Chris? What are we doing, Chris? Springboard.
Oh.
Didn't quite get it.
He wanted it. His back
Oh,
hurts.
oh, the sneaky pin.
Whoa. What's going on? Shug. Oh.
Oh.
My hole.
Nick, stay
Right.
out there.
Well,
You are doing
First
the
off,
hole.
you can't hit me in the small package when I got the big package, okay? Oh no!
Hooks the leg. Is that enough?
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God! Oh, thank you, Chris. Kick him again,
You
Chris.
almost just went out, just floating about
Fight
your
forever.
feet. Like, that's just crazy.
It's going to take a lot to get these guys out. with
Oh,
the
shit.
perfect 100 overall stats
Wow.
across the board.
Ah, the bicycle
Damn.
kick.
Shug's going for another elim splash. Another splash from Shug. That's what he took Connor out with. 1.
Chris, I would like
Dude.
to acknowledge that during
Oh.
the right there, you were doing some of the craziest shit I probably
I did see.
Oh,
the
oh, oh,
walk-
why do you have a kendo stick?
Feature
You
with
know
the
why?
kendo stick.
You know why?
Oh.
Oh.
That was
Oh.
cool.
Oh, why do you kick me in the nuts?
I mean, I didn't hit nothing.
Oh. He said you don't have any nuts.
Featured
Nothing.
the greatest shit talker.
There you go, Shug.
Kendo stand
Leave it alone. Oh, you bastard.
in the
I knew you were going to hit me.
and threw it on him. So disrespectful. Oh, didn't
Chris,
quite
get
get
out
it.
of there.
Oh,
Oh,
Master class!
Whoa!
A master class!
Oh,
Is that
shit!
enough? It's featured out.
oh,
oh.
2.9!
Yes.
2.9.
woo.
Wait.
Oh my god!
Oh, I thought he got me. I thought he had me.
Is Chris bleeding? Chris, no!
Chris just got busted on with a baseball bat, I believe. Poison Rock!
Poison Rana! Hit him, Chris!
Is that enough?
That's enough.
Is he out?
Oh my god!
Craziest
The
shit in
shit
the
won't
world.
end.
I just go and break up the pit just for no reason.
Watch it with that chair feature.
What the hell?
The cracks are starting to form for everyone.
Taylor, I have to ask you a question. There's been a lot of weapons used. Is Janice in this match?
Janice is in this game, but was not at the time that this match took place.
Ooh.
But Janice and
Real
basketballs
ones,
will make
real ones
appearances.
know what Janice is.
Oh shit!
Oh, what's he got? What's he got? No, Shug's countering into the backdrop.
Ah, no! Get out of there, Chris! No!
What's Nick thinking for Matt?
Wait, when did Featured get eliminated?
Right, basta.
No!
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hit him with it.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Featured,
crazy.
you were, I thought I missed you being eliminated.
No, I'm just out there chilling and recovering.
He's
Still
fucking
5
vibing right
endless.
now.
Only one. Oh, mess!
Oh, you
He got saved.
Oh,
That was about to be
Chris!
it.
did I?
Personnel.
For the TKO! Pin!
No!
Someone hit him!
Over. Is he out?
No!
Teamwork!
Damn it!
Stats
Future
will
films
say
will be
that
It
fifth
took
to
like
draft.
all
Oh!
kinds of fucking finishers there. What the hell?
He'll be fifth to draft tonight.
it's
4
not-
remain.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa! Everyone's bleeding!
Ain't no way.
Oh shit!
What's Shug calling for on the apron? Feature
Look,
seems to be stuck between
If
two.
Shug
Ain't
goes
no
out
way.
next, this program is just like I don't know. Harris.
I think-
like,
He's
if you're
he's
bald, it
glitching.
hates you. Like it just.
Feature films may still be in this because he can't seem to get out from ring.
No, he got pinned. You got pinned. You got
Hang
pinned.
it on.
Folks, that is the 2K25 quality seal of approval right there in the top left. Never a dull moment.
Come on,
playing
Chris.
these
Chris, come
awesome
help me.
I mean, how could they have ever predicted this?
No. Oh my god,
he's about to
Sledgy!
bury
games.
somebody.
Sledgehammer. Oh, but Matt's got
Oh.
the sleeper.
No, I'm not. Don't go out like that.
Yeah.
He's going to take him out like Gunther right now.
Oh my god.
No, counters
And he
him.
breaks
There
it
you
up.
go.
What
Whoa,
the fuck?
Burning hammer.
No!
Oh, I'm bleeding too.
No! Get out of there, Chris!
Hooks the
Chris.
leg on Chris.
Chris!
Was it enough? No.
Yes! Oh my god.
Oh my god. We're down to 4.
Dude,
Who is
Featured is
going
still
next?
trying to leave.
Yeah, I'm stuck in there. I do not want to
Yes,
leave.
Chris.
Some people say that Featured's about to miss the draft because he's still trying to leave the ring.
He's gonna secretly
Oh,
win.
shit. Oh shit!
Yeah, wow, Chris just hitting move. Oh,
What a
look at,
word.
of course, look at
Matt,
Chris.
what are you
Of course,
doing? Matt!
Of course, Matt would try to turn on you.
Picking up the
No, that's
pin.
not
Broke it
turning.
up for no reason.
Get
Throw his
fucked!
ass out. Throw
Matt,
his ass out.
if we could have been a tag team, my friend.
I think Matt, yeah, he was just trying to save his brother, the co-founder there, but he's
Oh,
got
God,
no. It's
Stop
Shug
putting
gonna
it in.
tap.
He really wants Shug to tag.
It's Shug
Like
gonna
he did.
tap. Shug's tapping.
Yeah,
Shug's
just
tapping. Shug's tapping.
Wow. Wow.
You tapped out. You
OG3.
Shug Knight
Here
has
we go.
been
Here we go.
eliminated.
That is
He will be
ridiculous.
forced to the draft tonight. Featured is indeed just having a nice walk at ringside. Just he's considering all his options for the draft tonight, and he just loves to be in
We
front
are
of the
having a
crowd.
fucking. This is
I
a
mean-
5-star match right here.
Civil
Oh!
War. Civil War.
Come on, Chris.
Want
Is
Civil
Matt
War.
dead?
Oh, he's tuning
Oh.
up the man.
Oh, he's tuning up the man.
Did he get him? He's back and escape him.
Matt.
Oh! Why are you not selling my
Unbelievable.
finish?
Look at this classic.
Right, he knows sell the shit out of your finish.
Let get fucked. Pin him, Chris.
This is a classic Watt Reel trio right here. This is wild. The top three.
Chris.
Who is going to be drafting first tonight?
I'm
Chris,
still
Nick,
just
or
watching.
Matt? Or featured. It's unclear
Yeah,
whether he's
I'm
still in the
still
match.
hanging out.
Ooh,
No
Maybe my
worries.
favorite thing in the entire world.
No!
Belly to belly.
Oh!
Get out of there,
Chris.
Chris!
Wisely
Get
getting out of
Chris.
there. Ooh, hangs him up on the top.
Feature.
Featured.
Oh, help
Thinking
him.
about life.
What? I'm just kind of
Wait a minute.
dude. Minding my own
Uh-oh.
business.
Is that the Reaple's elbow?
The master elbow.
Oh!
Takes
Oh,
Nick out. Is
shit.
it enough? Hooks the leg. Middle of the ring. And Nick.
Oh,
Wow.
Your
That
finisher
is
ain't
crazy.
shit.
Oh, the trash can in the ring. He's getting the
He-
chair.
Oh! I think Matt's
My
dead.
God.
I think Matt's dead.
Not the springboard.
Someone's
shooting
going
star.
through this table. It's gonna be me or you, buddy. Someone's going through this table.
This dude doesn't
Chris,
stop.
Chris, what are you doing?
Oh no. Trash
Not
can
the
tip-
trash
oh, on
can.
the table. He went through it, but he went on it.
Had the
No,
Oh,
Chris.
oh,
No.
oh,
Look at those
Oh,
little
no.
legs.
no.
I'm
Middle of
cooked.
the ring.
I'm cooked.
Is it enough? Oh, it is.
Wow.
putting up
Wow.
Damn.
Chris
You
will be
idiot,
second to
Chris.
draft
You
with
idiot.
must mead. Your winner is the master, Matt Thomas, who will be first to draft tonight for the
Fuck.
Fantasy Faction War. Runs the channel, wins the match. Not suspicious at all. Although,
Rigged.
where's Featured? Is Featured still out there? No, he's gone.
Real massive, like real rigged.
They swept him away.
Yeah,
You gotta start there.
yeah. It
Helped
cut the
him to the
commercial
back.
break and they had to like just carry me off.
5-star, greatest of all time. Great
Banger.
match.
That was a banger. That was a banger.
Great match, folks. That was an incredible display. I'm so proud of all of you. Let's get this. That's not it. Oh my.
Close.
That's not
You're
it
on the
either.
board,
There's
you're
so
on
many of them in here. Where's the right one? There it
There we
is.
go.
6 people because there's 6 of us on screen.
Perfect. That's it, folks. Matt Thomas won the match, which means he'll be first to go. So just to review our drafting order, it'll be Matt, it'll be Chris, then Nick, then Shug, then Featured, and then Connor, who I'll be drafting on behalf of, unless he chimes
Unless
in
he's
with any
still in the
alternatives
chat. I
tonight.
was saying, like maybe he's in the
So,
chat.
without further ado, let us begin. Again, to recap, they will draft one division at a time in the order that I just discussed. We'll go men's world championship division, women's world championship division, tag team division, which is intergender this season, and they will have to draft their tag team members one at a time. So the example I used earlier with them was if they want to get the New Day, they got to draft Kofi Kingston, and then they got to wait for everybody else to go to try and get Xavier Woods. So they could end up with one of the people they want, but maybe not both. And then we'll do our Twitch championship division. And those will be the teams that begin season 2 of WATCW. Folks, any questions from the captains before we get this draft started tonight?
No,
Yeah, how much did Matt pay you?
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I need to know. I
He
need
lets
to
me-
know.
He lets me use the Canva for free, so that was about all I needed.
You had all
You're
of our guys
such a-
set at a 98, and he was the 100. Is that
Right.
Yeah, he was 100.
Oh,
He was 101, dude. I modded the game.
Man,
All
I was
right.
so close. I was so close.
Then we'll begin
Let's run it.
with Real Wrestler Zone Matt Thomas. Who is your number 1 draft pick for the World
gonna do this
Championship
in-
division?
I'm gonna do this in master fashion. Roman Reigns 22.
Yeah.
The fine, yo, the original tribal chief.
The tribal chief just got drafted to the Real Wrestlers, the number 1 draft pick. Is Roman Reigns got to come to work. He didn't get to sit at home anymore. He ran out of PTO. I'm going to
He's
put him
got
to
to
work.
work 2 weeks in a row. There's no way.
He's going to be working in our league. And to
Working
clarify,
more than 2
too,
shows.
because I know people be hearing these rules for the first time. Matt just took Roman Reigns 2022. That means no other Roman Reigns are available now. All
Yeah, I
Roman
know.
Reigns.
Taylor hit me with this bullshit earlier. I was very angry.
Got to read the rules.
I didn't know that was a thing.
All
Matt-
Roman Reigns.
Taylor, I don't know how to read.
They got to read the rules, brother. All Roman Reignses are now unavailable to draft. Keep that in mind. There can only be one. That is the first pick. We move on to the Heritage Heartbreakers captain, Chris Anthony Lopez. Who are you drafting as your World Championship wrestler?
Let me preface by saying Roman Reigns wasn't on my board.
Ooh.
So I get the pick of the litter. This is incredible. Honestly, Matt, you couldn't have fucked up this draft any more for yourself than you already have.
Agreed.
With the real number one pick, the unanimous. I don't know how this guy didn't go one. Surely. He's the GOAT of WATCW. My king. I specifically requested this person to be a part of this draft.
I know who it is.
His name is Nacho Libre.
Nacho!
The GOAT.
Yeah.
Fuck Nacho Libre.
Nacho was my
Nacho's
backup. Nacho was my number 2. He was on my board, but he was my
Nacho's the
backup.
GOAT. Taking
When Chris-
Nacho Libre, number 2 pick.
When Chris, and I hadn't announced that officially yet. When Chris visited and he was hanging out at my place, he told me, he was so serious. He was like, Nacho Libre better be on that fucking list. I swear to God. And little did he know I already had him.
When I was scrolling, I specifically eyeballed Nacho. I was like, yeah, I think I gotta.
I was looking.
That's the former 2-time world champion right there. That's the GOAT of WATCW. And I agree. I can't believe he didn't go very first. I knew he'd go somewhere.
Because I don't like that.
Because once again,
It's a shit
Roman
movie.
Reigns is overhyped.
And like Chris said, Matt messes everything up. So.
Nacho Libre goes to the Heritage Heartbreakers. He'll be trading in the blue and red for the black and pink this season. Can't wait to see that. That means next up, I believe, is Hollywood Nick Molbach. Who will you be drafting for your World Men's Championship division?
Well, a lot of you guys know that the NBA draft is currently going on right now.
It's over.
No shot.
It's over.
It's not what you think.
Are you
Oh my
drafting-
God, I hate this camera. It is
Are you
not.
drafting, are you drafting Shaq?
If that camera comes back on and you're dressed like Shaq, I'm canceling.
No. I just
Full
have
blackface.
I have to have the draft hat for the wrestler that I am about to take.
Oh, it's in New York.
With the true first pick, we might be the Sirens, but we're really the Freak Show, and I am the Ringmaster. We're taking 2023.
Oh,
I respect
pick.
that.
Good pick.
Rest in peace, King.
Bean.
But
Rest in peace.
Rest
Bray
in
Wyatt,
peace.
Yep,
the
R.I.P.
Fiend Bray Wyatt, 2023, because his stats are better,
They are
is
better.
my number one pick.
They are better. It's the strongest iteration of Bray Wyatt in the game, which again means no one else can draft any version of the Fiend or any version of Bray Wyatt or any version of Husky Harris, in case he was on your list. They are all taken off the board. The Fiend 2023 edition is Nick's number one draft pick. We move on to Suge Knight. 3-2-3 in the World Championship division for El Diablo de Pata. Suge, what have you got for us tonight?
I mean, you should know by my name what we're going with my theme.
Ah, fucker.
Okay. And if you remember, Taylor, Chris, Matt, when we went to Spectacular, I like to get a little dirty.
Oh my.
So with the 4th pick in the Watt draft, I am taking Dirty Dom Mysterio.
Wow. Wow.
Dirty Dom, by the way, already holding gold. He is the current WWE Intercontinental Champion. So that is the first current champion being drafted into the league here. A masterful pick. Very well done. When Shook texted me that today, I was like, you got to be kidding me. What a true.
Well, we got an
blindside pick.
argument. We actually got an argument earlier. So
We did. So, yeah, and I'll clarify. That means you can't draft any other version of Dominic Mysterio. All right. You can't have two of the same guy. So, Dominic Mysterio is off the board for everybody. Dirty Dom competing for WATCW Gold this season. We move on to feature films and the Cenobites. Number one draft pick in the Men's World Championship division. Who do you have, feature films?
Some call me an imitator, a copycat, or a clone, but I'm taking the OG, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yo! Oh,
Damn it. Damn it.
the Texas rattlesnake. Oh, yeah. Goes
Oh,
to
yeah.
the Cenobites. I
Oh,
wondered.
so- So no stunning Steve Austin, no ringmaster, all virgins
That's
taken out.
correct. That's correct. No ringmaster for anybody.
Shit.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, it's true, feature was once definitely a visual homage before he donned the 3D bondage gear. He was definitely a tribute to the Texas rattlesnake. That's an amazing pick. I love that. All right, that leaves Connor up last, who I have the divine privilege of drafting for. Connor
That's
is
the 97 striker version, just by the way, just so you know.
the 97.
Whatever, because there was no differentiation other than 2000 or whatever. So
Yeah,
the
Stone
non
Cold Steve
2000.
Austin, 1997 version. Perfect.
Okay.
I will be drafting for Connor. He's given me his picks. I don't know if he's in the chat, so I hope to do him well. Connor Breedlove, captain of the Righteous Cowboys, will be drafting in his World Championship division the best in the world.
Damn it.
CM Punk,
CM Punk.
2010 specifically, Straight Edge Society, long hair,
Damn it.
long beard.
No
CM
good.
Punk will be a righteous cowboy this season. Yeehaw indeed with Connor Breedlove.
Love that.
That version of Punk was on my board.
I had a feeling
That
it might
specific
be.
version.
I had the masked version.
I mean, Fiend and Nacho were on my board, so
I had a feeling we
I
would be
respect
butting heads somewhere here tonight. I think all these first draft picks we're definitely going to be in contention somewhere tonight. So
It's where the
Great.
teams, that's where we're going to get wicked.
that's right. It's going to get freaky.
I think it's gonna get wild.
We head back to the top of the board at Matt Thomas and the Real Wrestlers. It's time to draft your women's World Championship division wrestler. Who have you got,
Don't
Matt?
don't do me wrong, Matt.
So this was an easy choice for me because this person is going to be the future women's champion. She and I have become good friends over the last few months. I am going with Pixie Boo.
Pixie Boot. I had a real good feeling she might become a real wrestler, and she truly did this season. Pixie Boot, a respective number one draft pick. Pixie Boot got drafted to the Real Wrestlers tonight. A fantastic pick. A rookie. This is her debut season, but I cannot wait to see what she's capable of achieving in this league. Fantastic.
Shout out to Pixie.
Huge pick.
shout out.
Shout out.
Chris.
Yep.
Heritage Heartbreakers, who are you picking in your women's world championship division?
Now the question is, because again, Pixie, I saw Pixie on the board on the draft list. So by name alone, she was on my board.
Oh,
However, no disrespect to Pixie, was not at the top of my board. For the ladies, to me, I was befuddled. I was speechless. I was just begging, please, please, please. When I saw this person's name on the board,
Of course.
I'm taking the Ring General, Sabrina Carpenter, with for the ladies.
I was one pick
Sabrina
away.
Carpenter. Welcome to the
Unbelievable.
Heritage Heartbreakers. Yo, we're back.
Sabrina Carpenter. She wore a thing that looked like Gunther at the Met Gala. I had to make her in my game for a silly video, and then I said, "There's just no shot that wasn't going to make it into WATCW."
That's that me espresso.
If you've got a ring general Sabrina Carpenter on your roster, you got to put her in the league, and she will be a heritage, truly a heartbreaker this season.
Absolutely.
The black and pink Chris Anthony Lopez.
And nobody getting a taste.
Fantastic choice. I can't wait to see how that goes. Nick Mulbach, it is your turn for the Celestial Sirens. Tell me who's going in the Women's World Championship division for you.
Well, right before we started this stream, I said I had somebody that was picked, and it was the Ring General. Unfortunately, I can now not pick the Ring General, but I'm going to do something that I feel like might screw some of these other fools' picks. And I'm going to take the elite Rhea Ripley.
Yo!
Because we are
Pick.
the freak show. So we need the weirdest version of the female wrestler that we can possibly.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
So this is
That means nobody can draft any other iteration of Rhea Ripley tonight because Nick has just taken Elite. And what does that mean to clarify for the
That means that my Rhea Ripley is a WWE action figure.
truly, I mean, he wants a freak show. He got one. They are fucking freaky looking. They just have like static,
I
unchanged,
went a
smiling.
94 overall? Of course.
Yeah.
96. I think it's 96.
that was
Strong as
top
hell.
of my Twitch division.
Strong as hell. A golem of plastic, and mommy is back on top with the celestial sirens. I do believe I'm unable to change what the action figure characters look like, so she won't be blue and purple. I fear,
No,
but I
she's
think,
wearing white, so it works.
but I think she'll,
Yeah.
she'll get the job done for you all the same.
I made sure because they gave us a god awful elite Undertaker with like a buzz cut and stuff. Like, come on, give us long haired Undertaker.
Mommy goes to the sirens, and no one can take any other iteration of her tonight. That is
Damn
a
it.
huge get
Damn it.
for Nick Mulbach.
Rhea, I took Rhea.
We move on
That.
to Suge Knight 323, El Diablo de Patas in the Women's World Championship Division. Suge, who are you taking tonight?
Again, I got a theme going here. And we are going to go with the very underrated, because she's doing some good work right now in WWE,
Oh.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh,
Raquel Rodriguez, again, by the way, Suge, the only one to pull this off now 2 times in a row, a current champion, one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, and 2 members of the Judgment Day, now going to El Diablo de Patas. Suge, lining them up. I'm sensing the theme, to be certain. I wonder what it might be.
I wonder what it is.
Connect the dots there. I don't know. Beautiful pick. Amazing pick. Feature films. Who will you be taking for the Women's World Championship Division on the Cenobites?
So it's Women's World Championship, but everyone knows it's a man's world.
Oh,
I'm taking the man, Becky Lynch.
huge pick. And you know what? Women's Intercontinental Champion right now. More gold getting added to these teams. Those could be some good luck charms.
Matt, you're muted.
I think Matt's very upset about Becky Lynch over there.
Yeah, whatever the 92.
Stuff. You're
We
muted.
can't hear you. We can't hear
He's
you up there.
He's just talking.
I was muted. I'm shocked because I thought his friendship was going to come in hand. He was going to go with Kayla.
No. Championship gold thicker than water in this instance. And Becky Lynch, the man, goes to the Cenobites. That's a massive pick right there. And now it falls to me to do right by my great friend Connor Breedlove and draft for the Righteous Cowboys. And I wasn't sure if he was going to get her, but thankfully he does. And the Women's World Championship Division, the Righteous Cowboys draft Alexa Bliss.
Nice.
Yeah. Good pick. Good
Yeah.
pick.
Nice.
That's a pick for
That's definitely a Connor pick.
Cody House.
I respect it.
I was concerned that Nick might get her first with where he was going, but Alexa
No.
Bliss available for the Cowboys.
That never even crossed my mind. I saw a weird looking Rhea Ripley and the ring general and went, that's it. It's championship possible.
Alexa Bliss goes to the Righteous Cowboys. Can't wait to find a tiny little cowboy hat for her to wear. Terrific. We're back to the top of the draft list with the Real Wrestlers and Matt Thomas, who will now draft the first member of his tag team. Not both, just one for the time being. Who are you taking first for the World Tag Team Division?
Oh,
Hey,
There you go, Cody Rhodes.
The cut real quick. No.
she's coming down. She's
Cody
coming.
House over there.
Taylor, I literally cut that quick. So you're
literally the only time I've ever had a video get blocked was from the WWE. They are so fucking
They're
mean about this
super
stuff.
strict, yeah.
I have to
Them
reach
and,
out to
them
Dom
and Warner
Payne.
Brothers are very, very strict.
That is, I didn't mean to move past the pick so quickly. That is a fascinating and massive pickup for a tag team. Cody Rhodes, typically a guy you'd see, world championship and not much else, but definitely a former tag team champion in his own right. That is a huge pickup, and I would have been shocked if the American Nightmare didn't get drafted somewhere tonight. One of the most powerful characters in the game, and he is, in fact, a real wrestler tonight. That brings me to Chris Anthony Lopez and the Heritage Heartbreakers, who will be your first tag team division wrestler tonight. I maybe having to think this over.
I could go in so many different ways. Now, the Cody Rhodes of it all, that definitely knocks a name off that was going through my noggin. Do I want to do a team of two ladies? Do I want to do a team of two guys? Do I want to do a team of one lady and one guy?
I think you did two guys in LA when you came. Oh, never mind. Don't talk about something else. Sorry.
I
Definitely had a team of two guys there. Yeah.
As Nick said earlier, my guy looked like Anthony Bowens. I am the pride of WATCW. So do I be an ass? Do I be an ass right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really want this person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope I'm gonna hope a name comes back to me. With my third pick for the Heritage Heartbreakers, I'm gonna pick a person who is no stranger to WATCW, who has run roughshod in his own respect over the course of WATCW's history. And he may not be watching right now, but shout out to Mr. Eli Mack.
Yo!
Welcome to the Heritage Heartbreakers, Mr. Eli Mack. What's up, buddy?
I gotta message him.
That is a
Heritage
huge pickup,
Heartbreakers.
and I do guarantee if he's not watching tonight, he is going to be overjoyed at this news. And that is a huge pick. Mr. Eli Mack, the winner of the second ever Real Rumble, went to the main event of Really Mania 2, competed for the World Championship against, by the way, Chris's number one pick, Nacho Libre, and unfortunately fell short. But the underdog story.
He pushed him to the edge, though.
Oh,
absolutely. We edging. The underdog story is not over, and Mr. Eli Mack will take the pink and black this season with the Heritage Heartbreakers. Huge pick. A surprise pick, but a huge pick. That takes me over to Nick Malbach, who will make, for the Celestial Sirens, his first pick in the tag team division this season.
I want to take you back to when I was younger for a second here. I didn't always get to watch WWE, but I did get to watch TNA.
Uh-oh.
And a lot of you guys are thinking that my favorite wrestler of all time, AJ Styles, is about to be my next pick, but he is not. I'm talking a guy who has been added to the roster today. A swoop in, a big pick, Joseph Park, Abyss.
Nice.
The monster Abyss, not even been in the game for 24 hours yet. And now he will move over to the Celestial Sirens, the blue and purple. I can't wait to figure out what blue and purple Abyss looks like. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, God. I didn't think about this, but
It's just the mask. Everything else is still the same.
We'll work with it.
The Fiend looks like it's fine.
We'll make it. We won't make anything too garish. We'll keep it respectable. Abyss, a shocker addition to the game. A guy who never has competed in WWE proper gets to wrestle in the game, and now in WATCW for the first time this season as a part of the Celestial Sirens in the tag team division. Who will be his partner? I can't wait to find out, but we will have to wait because next up, Suge Knight 323 will draft his first tag team wrestler, and El Diablo de Patas.
Well, this one, it's gonna feel good because we're gonna reunite a family, okay, with this one. And I'm sticking with my theme. Oh, I can't play the music, huh? Nope. Get taken down
for like 5 seconds.
Definitely get taken down.
Let's see. Let me see if I can play it real quick. Let me see if I can play it real quick.
I already know who you're picking. You sick fuck.
Viva la raza! We are going with Eddie Guerrero. Let's go.
I almost just blurted out. Just let him say Viva.
Right. We all knew where you were.
Yeah.
All the wrestling fans knew.
Yeah.
Oh,
Latino
absolutely.
Heat.
If you know, you know.
One wrestling fan did not.
Latino
okay.
Heat, Eddie Guerrero comes to
know.
WATCW, truly one of the all-time greats, and I'm so excited we'll get to see him in our squared circle this season. Huge pickup for the tag team division in Eddie Guerrero. That is fantastic. Featured films and the Cenobites. Who are you selecting as your first tag team division wrestler this season?
So when I was thinking of who to put on my roster, the tag team part was a little iffy. I was like, who do I pick? What do I want to do? Man, woman, mixed. What do I want? Who do I want? And then I was like, you know what? I spotted the Fiend, and I was going to put the Fiend on, but the Fiend was picked by one Nick Mulbach. So I did have a backup, though. And this is not just any backup. This is a Hall of Famer.
Oh.
This is, I'm going with, and it might catch some people off, Mankind.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Another masked
Back
man, another monster, not the Fiend,
Not
not
the
Abyss, but really one of the godfathers of
The
evil
OG.
mask wrestling. Mankind, which, to be clear again, for those following along, no Mick Foley draft, no Cactus Jack, no.
Are you
Dude
kidding?
Love. Nope, they're all gone with the
All
Mankind
gone.
draft.
Featured. I was gonna
They're different
pair
people.
with this. It was
Right?
Yeah, well, guess what? You can trade me the Fiend for Mankind if you want.
Oh no, I have a
We have
backup.
so many masks. So many masks.
Mankind is a Cenobite this season. I think that's a
Damn
very
it.
appropriate place for him to be. Dark and tragic. That falls to me now. I get to once again do Connor Breedlove proud and draft his first competitor in the tag team division for the Righteous Cowboys, who I will first say his first pick is off the board. I won't say who it is, but his first pick is off the board. So we fall to the only backup he gave me, and he's going to get him. One of the tyrannical terrors of the Resident Evil franchise and a former WATCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Righteous Cowboys are taking Mr. X.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Damn.
Huge pickup here. The first ever to beat
Truly
Nacho Libre in
huge.
singles.
Truly huge.
Very
Truly.
big. And he'll be trading in his tiny little hat for a big 10-gallon Cowboy one this season when Mr. X competes in Connor's
Nope.
tag team.
I
this
have a
season.
tiny little cowboy hat.
That's right. Back to the top. Matt gets to draft his second tag team wrestler for the Real Wrestlers. Who have you got to complete the team?
We're making this a family affair. We're going with the Rock 01.
I thought he was going Dusty Rhodes. I was
I
like,
know,
holy shit.
I
he was
know,
going
like,
Dusty.
what?
Wait, you're going with the Rock 01? That's the worst one.
Is that
Hollywood Rock. Hollywood Rock. Come on.
That's Hollywood Rock?
No, let him take what he wants.
He said,
Let
"Oh,
me-
He already picked. He already chose.
He got who
He
he
said
wanted.
lowest stats possible.
And,
He
and to-
wants the Rock.
The Rock 01 was the higher of the two rated Rock.
Yeah. And our thing, he has a 96.
that makes sense. That makes sense. He was in his prime athletically back then. And I will say, very surprised that it took this long for The Rock, the great one, to show up on anybody's draft. Although, let's face it, he is the second final boss. I'm the first right here. I'm the only.
I mean, we all know the Rock only shows up when he wants to. So
Well,
Good
I
luck
hope
with
he
that one,
wants
Matt.
to. I hope he wants to this year.
The current Rockwood 01 Rock shows
He's
up.
got The Rock and Roman Reigns on his team. He might be having a quiet season in WATCW this year. A lot of time off over there. That's fascinating. You have Cody Rhodes and The Rock teaming up.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
Wait, wait, Roman Reigns.
The soul has been sold in this league. Cody Rhodes and The Rock competing for tag team gold on the Real Wrestlers. That's crazy. Next up, we go back to Chris, who will be giving us Mr. Eli Mack's partner in the tag division this season. What have you got?
So Matt has, to review, Matt has a Pixie, an American Nightmare, and two guys who don't show up to work. Got it. Got it. Just so we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
Who is Chris gonna pick? Because The Rock was not on his board. Do I go with my goat?
Oh,
Do I go with my other goat? You know what? Screw it. We're gonna
Is
do
there
it.
a goat on the list? Are we drafting animals? What's happening?
Okay, featured. It's my turn to draft. So this is what we're gonna do. Over here at the Heritage Heartbreakers, we love to entertain. We love to bring the oomph. We love to bring the fire. And calling back to a pick by Nick Molbach earlier in the draft with the Fiend. The Fiend put up a hell of a match against this man. One last time. The last time is now? Absolutely not. We got one more run, baby. NWO John Cena is joining the Heritage Heartbreakers. We're
No
back.
way. Not
One last
only.
time. No. WATCW, one
You're talking
more
proper
run.
heel John Cena.
We're gonna do your retirement
Whatever the
tour
hell
good,
crap
John.
is they got out there right now.
We're gonna do a
Holy
good
shit.
retirement tour for you, buddy.
That's a great pick, Chris. I compliment you. That's a great pick.
Thanks, buddy.
Not
We're
only
making hearts, babe.
not only does he get John Cena, who again I'm so surprised managed to stay off the board that long to get to the tag team division, but he takes specifically the NWO iteration of John Cena from the Fiend's Funhouse match at WrestleMania. He's crazy. He wears the NWO t-shirt and his finishers are like the Razor's Edge and the big boot and shit. He's
Hell
different.
yes.
He's different.
He's the GOAT.
That's a
What
different
could have
John
been?
Cena.
What could have been?
That's a different John Cena. And by the way, no other John Cenas are eligible now. All John Cenas have been voided by that choice.
Chris.
He's got the only one. Mr. Eli Mack and NWO John Cena is a fascinating combination that I can't
There's
wait.
5 John Cenas that were
And there's more. There's more coming. I tell you that much. I can guarantee you there's more coming.
There's so many.
We might have to figure
there are
out
so
what
many.
we might have to figure out what NWO Mr. Eli Mack looks like. I don't know. We have to see what that
Ooh.
is. Might have to
Ooh.
see. All right. We move back to Nick and the Celestial Sirens, who will be making his selection for Abyss's tag team partner this season. Who you got?
Well, I'm going to be real with you. It was Mankind, and I was
Oh.
very, very angry.
Oh.
So I decided to take out my little turtle sandcastle or sandbox and just, play around with that for a minute. Anyways,
That's beautiful.
here's the thing.
Oh, he was pissed.
There's an obvious pick here. Somebody who can hang with the big boys and not be this Judgment Day crap version of himself. And that is the Demon,
Oh,
Finn Balor, pairing up with Abyss.
hell yeah. The Demon, one of the coolest characters in the history of the game, who, yes, has seemingly lost himself in WWE programming. I can't wait for us to help him find his way back in WATCW this season. Abyss and the Demon, Finn Balor, tearing up the tag team division for the Celestial
That's good.
Sirens.
Well, it was either
That's
that
I
or
love the
Johnny
themes
Cash.
here, for the record. I love the themes. I'm glad y'all thought of themes. I was just picking people I like.
Sometimes that's the best theme there is, buddy.
That is the
Absolutely.
issue.
Another tag team locked in, which brings us back to Suge, who will make a selection for Eddie Guerrero's tag team partner this season in WATCW. Who?
Well, I mean, if you haven't figured it out, what I'm doing here,
Just getting the Mexicans.
Just give it to him.
Okay.
We know.
okay? But I have made a different call,
Oh,
and I have changed this. Taylor thought I was going to go one way because he thought Rey Mysterio, Carlito, Damian Priest. No.
Oh my!
We are going to go with the Mexicans of the North. He used to don the black and pink, but he will don the black and green. And I'm going with the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart with
Holy
Eddie
shit.
Guerrero.
That was crazy.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
What a swerve! That was insane. You've definitely switched up on us, and now I feel anything is possible for El Diablo de Patas. Eddie Guerrero and Bret Hart will be tagging together this. I wondered if the Harts were going to show up for Chris, but no, he's just taking the Hitman for El Diablo de Patas. That's a
I was
crazy
just talking
team.
about y'all's themes.
The theme breaker, Shook Knight
That's
323,
good.
Bret Hart and Eddie Guerrero. That makes me very interested what your Twitch division pick will be, but we'll have to wait to see who's there in the next round. Because next we have Feature Films making his second tag team division selection for the Cenobites. They'll be teaming with Mankind. Who's it going to be?
So again, originally I was thinking of the Fiend, but it was stolen just unceremoniously from me. So
I have the merch.
I went with my like OG, one of my favorites of Mankind. Love him. Okay, but then I had to still, it still fits the theme. And if you're gonna have a beauty like Mankind, you need a beast, and that beast is gonna be Asuka.
Whoa!
Yeah,
God
Yeah.
damn.
that's right.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Indeed.
The Empress of Tomorrow and Mankind
Wow.
teaming up in the tag team championship division. Our first, I believe, intergender tag team that's been selected.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Again, didn't go Kayla.
Very interesting. Mankind.
No, I
and
know you're thirsting for your Twitch pick. I know what's going on.
No, I'm not.
It's
I'm just
okay.
shocked.
It's
That is
okay.
You know Matt's always thirsty.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Ain't that right? That's
He
that is indeed a
gooning,
big
he
thing.
gooning over there with that big old
The
box
real
of toilet paper.
gooners.
Yeah. Look at him. Put that
Look at
tissue
those
box
tissues.
away,
I
man.
know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. All right. We go down to Connor, the righteous
Oh, shit,
Cowboys.
right.
I'll be drafting on his behalf once more. The partner for Mr. X competing for the righteous Cowboys. And it is said to be a perfect organism. He's taken the Xenomorph,
Oh my
who
god.
will be teaming up
Oh my
with
god.
Mr. X and the World Tag Team Division with the Righteous Cowboys this season. Xenomorph with a little cowboy hat on.
I said earlier, that's the most Connor team. Like Connor probably has the most to him team,
Mhm.
like one of one. Like good God. And then Suge was the
Fascinating
close
picks.
second until you drafted Hitman.
Hey, he's still Latino, but of the North. It's okay. There's a border up there.
I follow
You're
it.
right. You're right. You're right.
I follow that. That takes us all the way back to the top one last time because, folks, we have reached the final round of drafting. This is the final round for the Twitch Championship division. Again, this season, intergender division. So truly anybody could still end up here. Matt, who is going to be the final competitor for you on the Real Wrestlers this season?
Well, this is a man of many nicknames and one of my personal heroes. Some of you may know him as the Big Shamrock. Some of you may know him as Superman. Some of you may know him as the Big Cactus or Diesel or Daddy Diesel, but I know him as Shaq Fu, and that is Shaquille O'Neal.
Whoa.
No.
Matt was working hard on that over there.
I wonder what you were
I
doing.
didn't see his face for a while.
He was
was a-
locked in.
That was a confident pick. He had time to color a picture because he didn't think anybody else was taking Shaquille O'Neal, and that is right. That is
Truly
not
a
a creator wrestler.
person who is on no one's board.
That is not a creator wrestler. That is a real character who's in the game as of yesterday. Shaquille O'Neal is a real wrestler. To just recap, that rounded out Matt team of Roman Reigns 2022, Pixie Boot, Cody Rhodes, The Rock 2001, and Shaquille O'Neal. Holy shit. I can't wait to see these guys showing up together. That's going to be quite a squad. Beautiful pick. Fantastic pick. And we move on to the Heritage Heartbreakers final member in the Twitch division via Chris Anthony Lopez. Who have you got for us?
I'm going to speak out loud, right? I'm going to think out loud. Let me
Please
rephrase.
do.
I'm going to think out loud, right? So, I need to draft another lady. That's the goal. So all the other dudes, thanks for coming. Even though my GOAT is still out there and it pains me to leave him up on the board. And maybe he can find his way to the Heartbreakers one day. But gotta draft a lady. Got a lot of names going through my brain. Do I want to pick someone from a franchise who's already been picked so far in this draft? Do I want to pick someone who is a little bit different from the guys that I've chosen so far? Or do I go with a name I've heard multiple times over the course of this draft and I am very interested into why she's such a hot commodity.
Oh my.
So welcome to the Heritage Heartbreakers in the Twitch division, Kayla Marie T.
Yeah.
I took a swing at who he was going to take, and I was wrong. I thought he was going to go Liv Morgan.
Oh no! The moment he said that, like heard multiple times, I was like, "Oh yeah, 100%."
Yeah, she's heard multiple times.
Kayla Marie T. Welcome to the Heritage Heartbreakers. We're fucking crushing it over here. We got it. Got it a lot.
That's a very smart draft, because not only is she a great competitor and a terrific friend of the channel, Kayla Marie T is a former WATCW Women's World Champion. That is a draft pick with a lot of history and a lot of respect on it. Kayla Marie T's going pink and black this season in the Heritage Heartbreakers. To round out, once again, that team consists of Nacho Libre, Sabrina Carpenter. Oh, Kayla's going to be so excited to be on the team with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, she is.
Mr. Eli Mack. He's probably also excited to be on a team with Sabrina Carpenter. John Cena, NWO version, and the great Kayla Marie T.
KMT,
The May Queen herself. Beautiful. What a fantastic pick. Nick Mobach and the Celestial Sirens, please let us know who your final choice is to wrestle in the Twitch division this season.
I had to think about this one. I kind of have a theme going, right? Do I pick my favorite wrestler of all time, AJ Styles? Do I go a different path and pick another monster, say Godzilla?
Nope.
But then I realized that my team is full of freaks, and I had to do a little bit of math.
No.
So allow me to read from this genius sheet right here. Genius, the lyrics website. You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at all the other managers in this, and you can see that that statement is not true. You know what? Forget it. You guys all know that I'm going with the big, bad, booty, daddy, 2003, Freakzilla, Scott Steiner.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm the only one who didn't know where the fuck you were going with that.
Yeah.
You know what?
The moment he said math.
As soon as you said that,
when I said Godzilla and then I said freaks, that somebody might get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Absolutely.
You got me. Give me a fucking Mike. Scott Steiner. The Purple Warrior is going blue and purple this season with the Celestial. I also am now shocked that nobody thought to take Big Papa Pump until right now. That
former world champion, correct?
Not in WATCW, but in WCW, right? At least.
Oh yes, of course.
Of course. Also was in the NWO. Awkwardly, let's see. He might butt heads with John Cena in the NWO. That might be weird.
I was considering going with Steiner and Breaker as my tag team, but I had
Interesting.
I do want to talk about names that didn't get picked.
Yeah, we can do that. I'd be happy to do that. So that rounds out to recap the Celestial Sirens, which will be The Fiend 2023 edition, Elite Rhea Ripley action figure style, Abyss, The Demon Finn Balor, and Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner will be a Celestial Siren. Amazing team. Takes me to show.
Got that out of the trash?
He'll draft
Double
the final member of El Diablo de Patas to compete in the Twitch division. I thought I knew at one point who that would be, and now I couldn't possibly guess who he's going to pick.
Well, there's obviously I had a thing going, but we made a left turn because I wanted to I really wanted to get some guys together. But now I'm kind of back on that theme, and I could go Damian Priest. We could go Rey Mysterio. I was thinking about Godzilla, now that Nick said him, because we don't know if he's Mexican. He kind of crossed the border.
Japanese. Definitely Japanese.
Hey, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to ICE right now. They still try to deport him.
True.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Our regulars out there.
Legend.
I was thinking about him, but I think I'm gonna go with somebody, and he's not in my theme, but the name just pops out to me. Okay, so I like to give a welcome to the El Diablo by saying, Dilly Dilly. I am taking Dilly Todd.
A
Yeah.
hugely
Tazerac
controversial
is broken
choice
up. Tazerac is broken
because
up.
Suge Knight has just split up arguably the greatest WATCW tag team of all time in the Tazerac. Dilly Todds becomes a solo performer in the Twitch division for El Diablo de Patas. That's a huge boon to the tag team division that will be ducking the Tazerac this season. That means Meta's going solo as well. That is a shocking, upsetting, and sensational. A huge pick. The fact that neither of the Tazerac had been picked yet would have been a
I'm sorry. The greatest tag team in WATCW.
Arguably, he said arguably.
Well,
Mm.
if my
love
memory
the
serves
fight.
correctly, if
You
my memory
retired
serves
and you're a manager
They
now,
beat
so
if my memory serves correctly, they did defeat you at Really Mania 2, Kids at Heart.
Yes,
So
Why are we talking about old stuff? We're talking about this season. This season.
it's still
What up,
canon.
Chris?
It's still canon.
Featured films. Go ahead, buddy.
Hold up. I just want to recap again. So that rounds out El Diablo de Patas. Consists of Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Raquel Rodriguez, Eddie Guerrero, Bret Hart, and Dilly Todds. Fascinating team. I cannot wait to see how that plays. Dilly Todds is going to be so sad when he finds out
Barrett!
he's not teaming up with
What up,
Barrett
Ferris?
this season. He could be so mad.
So you want to explain this for Ferris real quick, Taylor?
Oh, we are real far into this, brother.
Watch the replay, buddy. Watch the
You can always
replay.
skip back.
Or we can explain. We can
Oh,
explain
here we go.
it
Here we
we're
go.
again.
drafting fantasy wrestler teams.
Yeah,
That's
elevator
it.
pitch, Fantasy Pro Wrestling League with these guys. It's going to play out over the course of the next year in WWE 2K25 via simulated video game streams. It's going to be wet, wild. It's going to be shitty. It's going to be a lot of trash talk. It's going to be messy, and we're almost done. We're moving on to Featured Films, who will be drafting his last wrestler of the night to complete the Cenobites, who will be competing in the Twitch division for you. Featured Films.
So my OG pick for this was going to be recently added addition to the roster, Pixie Boot.
Oh,
But Pixie was drafted. Then my backup pick was going to be the OG Twitch queen, Kayla Marie T.
oh, yeah.
KMT.
So
Yeah.
I had to dig deep into my backup. And we're going with someone who is not new to WATCW. A classic, some may say. I'm going with Ada Wong.
Yo! A Resident Evil legend, and yes, former WATCW women's champion, the super spy Ada Wong comes to the Cenobites. That's a massive, massive pickup. I love that draft. You're very welcome, Ferris. And thank you for watching. Great to see you. We'll have you aboard.
Ada was
For,
on my board.
Yeah,
For many WATCW streams
she's on here.
to come. That completes the Cenobites for Featured Films. To recap, that is Stone Cold Steve Austin, 1997 edition.
I'm like, how can I get this?
The Man, Becky Lynch, Mankind. Oh man, what if they were a team? They'd be like
The
the Mankind, Becky Lynch. Yeah,
Oh, the mankind.
Becky Lynch, Mankind, Asuka, and Ada Wong. What a crazy team!
That's a
a
good
crazy
team.
team.
Good
Which
job.
brings
Featured.
it back to me one last time. I get to do the honors on Connor Breedlove's behalf and draft the final member of the Righteous Cowboys to compete in the Twitch division this season. You know, we've heard about family tonight. We've seen some interesting pairs put together, some reunited, but I'm going to have to break a family up right now. His uncle has already been taken. Bark, bark, bark.
Nice.
He's taken Braun Breaker and
Yeah.
the Twitch Championship division to make the Righteous Cowboys as follows: CM Punk 2010,
Crazy.
Alexa Bliss, Mr. X, the Xenomorph, and Braun Breaker are all Cowboys this season. Ye fucking
A
ha.
true freak of a team.
What an incredible draft. I truly, I could have had 1,000 guesses on some of these, and I don't know that I would have gotten them right. Some very fascinating twists and turns, some very compelling themes, some swerves. I think the real one, again, I can't get over Dilly Tots getting split up from Metaract. I thought those guys were going to be straight to the tag titles once again this season, but they will have to compete as solo wrestlers for the first time in their respective careers. Unbelievable. He's going to be so sad when he gets that text message later. He's going to have to learn to be a team player on El Diablo de Patas. Beautiful. I would like to know, now that the smoke is cleared and we know what the teams are, are there any pickups here tonight that anybody's upset about? Anybody you want? I mean, we heard some of them. Anybody you really wanted that you didn't get?
The Sirens and the Cenobites, like those guys, they wanted the same people.
Yeah.
I literally got my entire draft board.
Yeah, my draft board, my original draft board was Stone Cold, Becky Lynch, The Fiend, Asuka, and Pixie Boot. So I got most of it, and had to dip into my alternates with Mankind and then going real deep, because originally my Asuka alternative was going to be Ada Wong, but then
I
got Asuka, so I had to go. And so
my original idea was to tell Taylor I was going to go all Latinos and then just go all non-Latinos, like British Bulldog, Bret Him and Hart, just create the Hart Foundation or whatever. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick all, because I wanted Dirty Dom. I was like, I'll take Dirty Dom. But then I go, man, who do I want to put with Eddie? Like, I don't want to put Ray. That's so cliche. Like, and I go Bret the Hitman Hart. That is the guy. And then it just changed everything.
Other, right? Have they wrestled each other, right?
Maybe in WCW. I don't know, WWF.
It had to have been in WCW if they have.
Yeah.
That was a big
but Eddie, this Eddie is the Eddie I took is it's
the Federation Eddie.
Yeah. It's the Federation. It's the 90 overall Eddie.
Right.
Where in 97. Yeah, in 97 he was a high flyer. This one is, so you're gonna have two technical wrestlers at their peak.
Yeah, you want Latino Heat win the title off Lester, Eddie Guerrero, and that's who you got. Yeah. Trust that. Yeah. You did work me big time, brother. Shug was texting me. He was trying to get 2 different Dominic Mysterios earlier today.
I was, because the original plan, if I wasn't gonna mess with him, was gonna go. It was what you would call it? What Dom was it?
There's a masked variant.
Yeah. Were you doing a little kid version of Dominic Mysterio?
Yeah. So I was gonna put Dom and Eddie together, and then have Dirty Dom in the main event.
Got it.
And then Ray was going to be in the Twitch Championship. But I was like, it's too cliche.
Then he wanted El Grande Americano, who's not.
I wanted El Grande. And then I go, okay, we'll go with Penta. And we go Penta, and he's like, no, Penta's not a. I'm like, you know what?
I was thinking, brother, I made you the biggest list in the world, and you're just thinking of everybody who's not on the list.
Just thinking season 3. Season 3.
Yeah.
Penta, I will let you know, Penta in the game as of the next DLC pack. And I'll recap something now for you guys and for everybody watching, because I don't know if everybody read the rules.
Yeah, we'll be able to draft or possibly
DLC
trade.
Comes out. Yeah, DLC comes out. You'll all get the opportunity to make trades with the new DLC wrestlers. So if Shug wants Penta, he can say, let me drop Bret Hart. He's not been working out for me, and take Penta.
I'm not dropping Bret.
But if Chris says the same thing, he wants Penta, what else could you think of? Y'all are gonna have to wrestle for that trade. So,
like in real life, because I'm taking Chris's kneecaps out.
We're gonna meet halfway. We're gonna meet in Oklahoma.
We'll meet in Oklahoma and wrestle it out.
Wrestling and Enid. Wrestling and Enid.
Home field advantage. If I can share some names that were on my board.
Yeah.
For those wondering, my GOAT is Shawn Michaels. And
I thought that was
it really hurt to leave Shawn off. I was going to pair Shawn with Eli. I was taking Eli. Nacho Libre and Eli are the first 2 names I wrote down.
Love that.
And then everybody else filed in accordingly. Leon Kennedy, from Resident Evil. And there's a theme. I wrote down Leon, Claire, Ada, and it hurt me to hear Ada's name called tonight. Jill and Elsina Dimitrescu.
Big mama.
I was gonna take her if Sabrina was taken.
Which she would have been if I got the pick for you.
Right. However, so those the Spider-Man, either one of them, L.A. Knight, yeah. I thought when Suge earlier or at the top of the draft, when he was like, I have a theme, and I'm like, is it like Knights or like how is this gonna go? I thought he was gonna take L.A. Knight, yeah. I did write down Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer. Like I
had Stephanie on my list too.
I really wanted to draft Stephanie, but I had to. I felt like I was doing somebody dirty by taking Kayla, and it happened to be featured. So yes. And shout out to Bianca Belair, who was also written down on my board.
Real quick, I got a question for you guys. Who are you surprised wasn't taken?
Oh boy, that's good.
I mean, I keep hearing good names. I keep hearing lots of great names.
Undertaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of them. My biggest surprise is I thought someone would take Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
I had her on my board.
And I'm just putting this out in the ether. I am still upset Cody House is not on the WATCW roster.
Season 3.
Everyone else in the Watt family is there except for Cody House.
Cody's in NXT.
It's a travesty.
Cody's wrestling in Japan.
He only wears house shows. He only wears house shows.
WATCW Evolve.
I'm surprised that nobody.
Cody House.
He's on Devo. They're bringing it back.
The fans demand it. Do right by the Watt fam.
Fuck the fans. All right. You know what? We're going Triple H style. We don't listen. We're not online. We don't do that. No, I'll tell you this.
Saudi Arabia said no Cody House.
That's right. Yeah, they didn't want him to come. I'll tell you this. I didn't want to have 7 captains because that's an odd number, and I definitely didn't want to have 8 captains. So we're keeping it with 6 for now because we'll see. I mean,
we're gonna college football playoff it. We're gonna add a couple more.
It's a learning process. The big thing was I want to make sure the game's fair and balanced throughout. I want to make sure everybody gets equal representation on the card, so everybody has equal opportunities to win. And I didn't know if more than 6 would be too much to do that. So we'll see how the experiment goes. Maybe we'll be open to drafting somebody depending on how they do in AEW. Once they finish up their AEW run, maybe WATCW will look at it.
Are we gonna have like a random like Green Ranger appearance of a team just like shows up of just like some other squad? Just like
Taylor's wild card team?
Yeah, just like someone shows up and they're just like suddenly like.
All I'll say is the WATCW Ideas notepad app is very long in my book. Very, very long. I thought about this to a disturbing degree. There are many ideas in there. Trust that.
I just want to say 2 things.
Go ahead.
I just want to say 2 things real quick. One, I am very disappointed that there was one name that's not on the list because that would have been my starting point, and we already know who I'm talking about because I only call this, huh?
I was joking.
Chug, I was going to put Kali and Freddie Fazbear together. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm very upset that because I heard that he's been retired, and I just don't. I hate it. And that was that is my man, the porn star, Triple R. That's the version I wanted.
He's not retired. He's dead.
No,
Put some respect on it.
He's not dead. He's not dead. He's like Nick Fury. Okay, he'll show up in a little bit.
Did you not see the in memoriam? He's dead.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
This is what
nobody dies.
This
I
is
wasn't invited to
WATCW,
that.
and he was canonically killed at Really Mania 2. So.
He was not. No, he wasn't. It's like the MCU. He can always come back. But I want to do. I want
brother. He shoot dead.
No.
Although I'm pretty sure his brother is El Regular, and you left him on the board.
As long as we don't find him in the room, with drugs, we're good. But I do want to say, Taylor, everything you've done has been amazing. People, if you could see this file that he sent us, it was done so professionally and it was really dope. Yeah, it's really good.
It was
and
26 pages.
I thought about this a disgusting amount.
I know he did. He put a lot of work into this. So we hope this year we make you proud. We were trying to. I know he was very upset yesterday with me because I messaged him and was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna be able to make it," and then somebody else was not gonna come, and he was like, "I hate all of you guys." You tell me the day before that none of you gonna.
you weren't the one in the stream with him. He was hot.
I know he was.
He jinxed it though. Taylor jinxed it on stream.
I didn't jinx it, man. I just knew what reality I was living in.
Here's what he said on stream. I can't wait, folks. No one has canceled it. Looks like it's gonna go off without a hitch.
I also said something to the effect I said something to the effect of I can't believe no one has canceled.
Yeah, but that just means that someone's going to.
And then
I woke up the next morning after that stream to a cancellation text. I was like, motherfucker.
I knew he was upset because the way he texted me was so professional.
No informal text.
And
all his sentences with periods.
Yeah.
And then all of us were like, "Yeah, we'll switch it to July 3rd." And then he said, "No, you're not. None of you are switching it."
Because I knew if we did July 2nd, I'd be getting text messages saying
and
people
that
can't
was
go.
something we talked about last night because he asked me, he's like, should I push it back? I'm like, you could, but at the end of the day, what's to say this isn't going to happen again next week? The day before the holiday, he's like, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I wanted to get the show on the road, and you know what? It ain't a big deal. At the end of the day, there's not a lot of things you can prioritize before or after virtual wrestling league. So like life happens. No worries. I'm not going to slight anybody for having something more important than this. Like
I thought I was gonna get cussed out. Let's be honest, because let's be honest. Again, I'm gonna give Taylor a lot of credit. He's been working on this thing for the last couple of months. He's been messaging us. He messaged me like 4 times, and it wasn't that I was ignoring him. I just was busy. And he's like, "Look at here, motherfucker. You need to give me your color schemes and your name." And I was like, "Okay, sorry. Here
also,
you go."
You got text too. Taylor me in his house, and he was like, "Motherfucker, tell me what your name is."
I told Chris he could stay over, and I cornered him in the kitchen. I was like, what are the colors?
Chris, he was texting me, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I've just been busy." And he's like, "That's fine. Give me your damn names." I was like, "Okay."
When did you tell us about this? Like at the top of the year?
Yeah, he told us a while ago.
So let me tell you guys. Peel back the curtain a little bit. How long Taylor's really been working on this? Taylor started working on this last fall, back in fucking October.
Well, I started coming up with the idea. Yes. I wasn't working on it properly until March.
You were still working on designs from your ideas, so you still deserve credit for that because we share the canvas. We can make all this awesome graphics that we do throughout the various channels. And I noticed something. I'm like, hey Taylor, that's something for WATCW season 2. He's like, no, you don't.
I said, hell no.
He's like, no, you don't, and don't you fucking say anything.
Mind you, at the time I was also saying there's no way I was gonna buy 2K25. These games are so fucking broken and shitty. I'm not buying it.
I want my chance for my title back. That's what I want.
Featured. There were so many times you were complaining about how upset you were while we were playing Fortnite, and I just had to bite my fucking tongue because I knew
that's impressive that you didn't say anything.
That is actually very out of character.
I am actually impressed, Matt. You didn't throw the
I'm
beat.
surprised. The weakest of secrets you managed to keep. I'm impressed
because I have a lot of respect for what the work Taylor puts into this.
He did put a lot of work in. I will give Taylor a bunch of credit. Yeah. I think if Christian Harloff would have had this guy in charge, maybe Schmodown would have still been around.
Shots fired.
A hard right. So Taylor.
And now introducing the 7th captain.
That'd be crazy. But we were again to peel the curtain back. We were getting texts prior to this, like, "Hey guys, started an hour. Hey guys, where you at? Hey guys, like, what's up?" And Chris, of course, is the last one to pop in, and we got a text at 9:57 Eastern time saying, "Hey, Featured Chris, where you guys at?" I'm guessing Featured popped in shortly afterwards because he was not.
Like a minute after.
And then Chris, I sent a text 3 minutes after that, and I said like, "Hey, 5 minutes," and it never went through. So there was like, and I got the "Hey Chris," what's up? And I'm like, I'm coming. I swear.
When
Well, I
saw
was
your
Chris.
message-
I wasn't actually going to come. I was actually not going to come. I sent him my
I
list.
heard.
Yeah, I was
I was
shocked.
gonna. I had work stuff. Huh?
We lost Nick.
No, he
Oh, wait, listen.
took himself out of the stream.
Yeah, I had to because I have a bunch of work. I have so much stuff going on right now at work, and I was trying to work some overtime, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it tonight, and like I was gonna be in the chat, and I happened to finish, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go because Taylor's been, he's been really working hard. I'll go in there because
Absolutely.
So,
and then I got in here. It's been a blast. Other than looking at Matt's face, I've been having a great time.
I gotta say this. Taylor is my witness. I called Suge making it because
He did.
Chris and I have dealt with Suge so much where the motherfucker says, I'm
That's
not
true.
going to be there. And then he shows up.
That's
That's
true.
Shook was just like, yeah, we just pop in unannounced.
It's like, oh, like, yeah, I got early. I got done early, so I'm showing up late. That's fine. Is that fine? It's like, of course it's fucking fine. Well,
It was a delightful surprise to see you pop up as we were getting ready here, and also if we're passing flowers around, let me give some over to Matt Thomas here, who was in the StreamYard with me last night, in the Canva with me last night, putting these designs together and helping me figure out how to use this program because I seriously haven't really ran one since like really Scare was a thing, so I forgot where a lot of the buttons were, and he put together this one like. Even though Suge had canceled at that point, he's like, let's put one together in case Suge shows up. And so that's the one we've used all night. So huge love for him putting that together. So we were very prepared for all outcomes. And I can't wait for Connor to eventually join us as well for one of these. I will say too, by the way,
that's why I haven't done shit. Continue.
Hey, that's the other thing too. It's like now we're off to the races, right? My thing was always the minimal amount of involvement is showing up to these things. After this, you can be as involved as you want to be or not as involved as you want to be. So no pressure on anybody from here. We're just having fun. There will be subsequent drafts. There will be a mid-season draft in the fall. So you'll have a chance to do this all over again. People on the WATCW roster, people on the 2K25 roster, and there will be a third and final draft in the winter as well. So we'll do this two more times.
Are we adding? Are we able to add people?
It'll always be 5 unless
okay, so it's trading.
Unless I've got
unless we get a Power Ranger,
some surprises up my sleeve, perhaps.
Unless he who shall not be named that Suge named earlier. Unless he pops in. There's
a lot of things we can do in
final boss,
but we can't resurrect the dead. Let's be respectful here.
I thought you were talking about Harlow.
No,
that's who I was. About, but okay.
I thought you were talking about Triple H.
I'm gonna push for that guy to get revived, like Deadpool and Wolverine. I'll go to a different timeline and bring him back as an anchor being because he's my anchor being.
Must be a fucking maniac. I want to see. I want to see Earth 69 Rick Raddick.
Yes.
He's just like a respectable office clerk.
Yeah. Earth 69 Rick Raddick is Connor.
It would be boots, underwear, and a robe, and the sunglasses.
That's it.
Look, anything can happen. Like I said, I got a lot
shotgun
of ideas.
and IPAs.
Got a lot of ideas.
No, shotgunning Four Locos.
Oh.
And then with the buzzball chaser.
By the way, I didn't mention it, and I will now. There was one pick that Connor wanted that he didn't get tonight, and luckily he only needed one backup because that was the one he gave me. He wanted to take in the tag team division #1, Nacho Libre. Didn't get him. Had to go Mr. X instead. I saw he wanted Nacho. I was like, there's no way Nacho's going to be there by the time he's drafted in the tag division. Yeah, no way.
Yeah, if Stone Cold got picked by some chance, Nacho was my backup.
Nacho is, he's pretty much the undisputed GOAT in this league, so I can't wait to have him back.
I was like, who do I get other than Stone Cold? I was like, I don't know. I'm just like scrolling through the list, and I was like, Nacho. He was just top dog in season 1.
In front of me. That's why I wanted to go up top, so I can just get Nacho and not have to worry about it. But when Matt unceremoniously pinned me in that match earlier, I'm like, he picks Nacho Libre. gonna
There's
throw
no chance he would
Chris,
pick
I would,
Nacho.
Chris,
There's zero chance.
I would never pick Nacho.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
He
no
would've-
world in which
there was
he
a higher
picking
chance
him.
of him picking Shaq first than Nacho Libre first. So
That is
I
absolutely factual.
I wanted
That is-
Nacho so bad.
That is the truth.
But to answer Matt's question from earlier about people we were surprised didn't go, I'm gonna twist that a little bit. I would have been surprised if all the friends of the channel and all the friends of the streams, if they weren't selected.
We had
Like
some
that-
that weren't.
That's true. We did have some that weren't.
Like,
well, I think he means like if no one at all was picked. Like
yes, like,
Oh.
and that's why I made it a point to be like, I don't know, like I haven't met Pixie, but like until today, hi Pixie. But I was like, I'm gonna get Eli. He was the second name on my board.
That's why
For
that's
whatever
why I
reason-
wanted Cody House. That's why I wanted Cody House. I'm like, Taylor,
Like for whatever reason, if
where's
Matt
Cody
chose
House?
not so, I would have taken Eli first overall on my team.
Look, I'll just say this: if Cody House wants to be for real, he's got to come talk to the OFB, and that's facts, brother. He's got to come direct to
Let me
me.
tell you.
but no, like I will say this: as soon as Taylor, I was hanging out with Pixie on Sunday, and Taylor messaged me. He's like, "Ask her if she wants me to make her a wrestler for this," and I was like, "No problem." And I told Pixie, and she was just absolutely thrilled.
It's a very normal question to ask somebody.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So
Hey,
I knew at that moment, I'm like,
Like,
I need
I
to
wouldn't
get
even
in
had
front
to
of
have asked. I
features.
would have been like, yeah, Pixie would have loved that. Like it
I
was
was my whole hope was like, I just need to end up in front of featured. That's it, because I knew if I hadn't, he was going to take her in one division or another. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's my women's like future
I was
women's
putting her as
champion.
my Twitch champion.
That
So
match
I-
kicked ass.
Like,
Like,
that was good.
like, can we talk about that for a second? Because like
Yes.
that truly kicked
was
ass.
fun.
I wondered if you had taped it, Taylor, beforehand.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, selfishly, I was like, oh, we're gonna watch it live and we're all gonna find out together. But I'm like, no, there's so many variables that could go wrong.
He
And
told
I'm
me
like-
he ran that match so many times just so he could make sure it was a high quality match.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
there was a
make sure
couple-
you got first. God,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, the payments
there was
work. The payments work. Okay.
Collusion.
There was a
Yeah, I
couple of
see.
versions of that match that were so underwhelming and even glitchier than featured doing the moonwalk in the corner. I was like,
that was my
this is
favorite part.
I was like, this is
That was
not the
great.
way. This is not the way to start the season. If I put
Did
this
I win
match
any of
up
those,
here.
Taylor?
I would say there's probably been a version where just about everybody won a match at some point.
How diplomatic of you to say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll also say, yeah, I kept running what I thought was going to be the last one, and then I noticed something on somebody's character design that I wanted to fix over, and like that probably happened 7 times in a
shit.
row. Where I go, no, I
God.
want to fix that. Got to stop it. Fix it, new recording over and over again. No, I don't like the entrance. Stop it, re-record it over and over again. I would have been spared that had I done it live. I would have just had to have taken it warts and all. But I wanted, if I was going to pre-record it, I wanted it to be perfect, pristine,
Well, I
and
think
a
it'd be
good
off.
start to the
Very
That was
season.
awesome. It was
It was.
awesome.
It's very appreciated that
Everyone's
featured
entrances
walking
were
in the
awesome.
corner was where you drew the line.
Yeah.
You know what?
He had to have a
Did
little bit
everyone
of the
bleed?
20, like the 2K25
Oh, for sure.
vibe. Of
Where
That,
the-
that was it. I do
The
think
ring
everybody
ropes
bled.
still flying.
And it's true. I did go back and forth on that one because of the featured moonwalking, and I did actually decide, you know what? Like, this is a great like encapsulation of what it's like to play these fucking games. Is some guys stuck in the corner? Like that's just the trendsetter. We're gonna see so much shit like that throughout
Oh,
the
I can't
season. I
wait.
have a lot of faith. And let me also say, where does the season go from now? Right, because now we're off to the races. The teams have been drafted. So all these wrestlers that they picked up will be on the WATCW roster. In addition to the list I've created, a lot of those wrestlers have been announced already. There will be more announcements to come. They will all operate as free agents throughout the season. And don't worry, free agents still have power in this game. So if you are a friend of the channel who didn't end up on a faction tonight, don't worry. You still have an opportunity to shape how the faction war will play out. So what's next? July 3rd, which is the 3-year anniversary of my time streaming on Twitch. It'll be the true season premiere, WATCW Streamerversary, July 3rd. That's going to kick off our season, and that is going to be tournament time. So what'll happen now is all of these divisions you guys have drafted are going to end up in brackets. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, those wrestlers will compete against each other, all culminating at our big show in August, WATCon 2. The tournaments will conclude there to decide who our first champions are and each division. Also on that night at WATCon 2, we will find out who Mr. and Mrs. not Money in the Bank, but who Mr. and Mrs. Real Deal will be this season when they get the Real Deal contract briefcase. Because, yes, we do have a cash-in mechanic this season.
Do we pick who is in that match then?
You will get to pick who's going to be in that ladder match. They will. There'll be a men's and a women's. So we've got a lot of things coming in the next couple of weeks, culminating at our first big PLE or pay-per-view, whichever you prefer to call it, in August. And I've got so many different surprises coming this season, some of which these guys know about already, and some of which they don't. So it's going to be very compelling. There will be opportunities to cut promos. There's going to be opportunities for these guys to join me live during the stream in the commentary booth to get their shit out, talk trash, talk themselves up, cry about a loss. If they just want to sit there and call the whole show, that's up to them. We have locked in our factions for the war, and I can't believe I'm finally on the other side of this thing. Now we get to put the teams together and we get to fucking wrestle. It all kicks off July 3rd, WATCW Streamiversary, exclusively on Twitch at WattRealLand. I want to thank everybody for joining me here tonight. I know it ain't easy to carve out time for stuff like this, which is why it really was no big thing if people had to cancel. I understood. I know how it is. So I am very grateful.
Straight line. He is straight. You would have got the death stare from that man.
Shut your mouth.
You should read the text. See, they was just vile. Just
read the fucking rules. All right. No, it's so good to have you guys here. Like I said at the top, I knew who I wanted involved in this, and I'm very pumped to be on this, do this project with you guys going forward. This is going to be a lot of passion, a lot of hard work in this, and I think it's going to pay off. It's going to be a very fun show. WATCW Season 2. We're there, baby. It's happening.
Thank you, Taylor.
Woo! Yes. Thank you, Taylor. And to all my competitors, y'all can fuck off. Heartbreakers for life, baby.
Really? We're going to come out with at least 3 champions at that first event.
Thank you for watching. Good night.
Bye.